welcome to the news on Africa News 24 TV. I am Presidente. First, the headlines. Academic Staff Union of University, ASU, has suspended its 2-week warning strike and given federal government 1 month ultimatum. Billions of naira lost as midnight fire razed sections of Alaba Market International in Lagos. Nigerian international Victor Osimhen, goalkeeper Nwabali, shortlisted for 2025 CAF award. Now the news in details. The Academic Staff Union of University has suspended its strike, giving the federal government 1 month to meet its demands. Key demands include a review of the 2009 ASU federal government agreement, payment of outstanding salaries and allowances, and disbursement of University Revitalization Fund. The union warned that failure to make progress within 1 month could lead to an immediate resumption of industrial action. The Senate, through Senator Aliu Danduse, has pledged to facilitate negotiation between ASU, the Ministry of Education, and other stakeholders. Ahead of the 2027 general election, the Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has officially thrown their weight behind President Bola Tinubu's re-election, calling on party members to mobilize voters across the state. The party endorsement took place yesterday at the 2025 Stakeholders Forum. Our correspondent, Presidente, has more on this report. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has declared its support for President Bola Tinubu to seek re-election in 2027. The endorsement was made at the APC Stakeholders Forum. Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU, Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, and other party leaders attended the event. The motion for Tinubu's re-election was moved by the Ayombore of Ikorodu, Oba Kabiru Shotobi, and seconded by the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa.
In view of the submissions made by all the stakeholders and motion just being moved by our Royal Majesty of Ikorodu, I do hereby second the motion on behalf of my colleagues from Lagos State House of Assembly and the people of Lagos State. Governor
Babajide SANWO-OLU said the decision reflects the collective wish of Lagos APC members who believe President Tinubu deserves another term for fulfilling his campaign promises.
It has been properly moved and properly seconded, and I believe that this message will get to Aso Rock, will get to Villa, and will get to all the nooks and crannies of this great country. Thank you very much. Come on.
Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat described the president's leadership as visionary and urged members to mobilize voters across their constituency to sustain progressive governance.
Distinguished party leaders and loyal members, I want to use this moment to sincerely appreciate all of us for our steadfastness, your loyalty and unwavering belief in our great party. Your cooperation, loyalty, and steadfastness have been the beacon of our success, especially for Mr. President. Together, we have built a Lagos that works, a Lagos that continues to lead.
Former Governor Babatunde Fashola called for greater voter mobilization, especially among the youth, to address voter apathy and strengthen Nigeria's democracy.
An election is an opportunity to share a message with people. In every election season, the public is waiting for a particular message. It is the party that gets that message right that wins the election. And that message is always about the things that are top of the mind for the people.
Other speakers at the forum also highlighted the achievement of Tinubu's administration in various sectors since taking office in 2023.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The Federal High Court in Abuja has won parties in the suit seeking to halt the People's Democratic Party National Convention in Oyo State to maintain the status quo. Justice James Omotosho said any action taken while the case is pending could be nullified. Joseph Daudu, representing aggrieved PDP members Austin Uwanchukwu and others, argue that the case involves constitutional compliance, not internal party matters. For Erokoro, the counsel of the acting PDP national chairman, Umar Damugu, who represented PDP National Working Committee, argued that the court lacks jurisdiction over internal party affairs. The court adjourned the case until October 31st for judgment. A midnight fire has gutted sections of the Alaba International Market in Lagos, destroying several shops and leaving traders counting heavy losses. The blaze, which broke out last night, sent thick black smoke into the sky. Traders were seen scrambling to save their goods as the flames spread through parts of the market. Officials of the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Services arrived at the scene to battle the fire and prevent further destruction. In a major milestone in Lagos State's commitment to education and innovation, the Babajide Olushola SANWO-OLU Library Complex has been commissioned at the Lagos State University. The state governor, Mr. Babajide SANWO-OLU, did the commissioning at a ceremony on the Ojo campus of the university. Correspondent Imole Johnson has more details.
Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU has commissioned a library complex at the Lagos State University, Ojo, reaffirming his administration's commitment to education and innovation. The facility, described as the biggest university library in West Africa, is equipped with digital research tools, e-learning suites, and innovation labs. It is named after the governor as the Babajide Olushola SANWO-OLU Library Complex. SANWO-OLU said the new library symbolizes Lagos State's investment in minds and reflects his belief that education remains the bridge between potential and purpose.
This library must forever stand as a living testament that Lagos believes in knowledge, that Lagos believes in the youth, that Lagos will continue to build an ecosystem where learning is the passport to prosperity.
Minister of Education Dr. Olatunji Alausa commended the Lagos State government for prioritizing human capital development and urged other states to emulate the example.
When it comes to education, health, social protection, and infrastructure development, you are second to none as a governor in Nigeria today. I'm imploring other governors in the country to take a tour of what the governor of Lagos State is doing.
Vice Chancellor of LASU, Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, said the project represents a major milestone in institution growth and academic excellence. The library forms part of the state's themes agenda designed to promote innovation and quality education across Lagos.
The Boniface ANIEBONAM-led faction of the New Nigeria People's Party has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to update the party's record in line with a recent court judgment. Speaking in Abuja, NNPP National Secretary Comrade Sunday Ogini urged the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, to ensure full compliance with the ruling. A Federal Capital Territory High Court had declared the ANIEBONAM faction as the legitimate leadership of the NNPP, dismissing a case filed by the Rabiu Kwankwanso-led group. Ogini accused INEC of ignoring the court order and appealed for immediate correction of the party's official records. A new era for efficiency has begun at the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency with the launch of a digital platform for drug integrity testing and visa clearance. The platform, known as the Drug Integrity Test and Visa E-Administration System, is a major shift in drug control efforts. Our correspondent has more on this report.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has introduced the Drug Integrity Test and Visa E-Administration System to digitize testing and clearance processes, cutting paperwork and delays.
Applicants for drug test, integrity test, and visa clearance can now apply from home and choose any preferred location and book a date convenient and available for both applicants and the desk officers of NDLEA without having to go and wait the whole day at NDLEA office.
NDLEA Chairman Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamara described the initiative as a major shift in drug control efforts. Represented by the agency secretary Shedrack Haruno, Marawa said the platform supports President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda through innovation.
It is a new dawn for retired police officers as the House of Representatives passes the long-awaited police pension bill, a move aimed at ending years of agitation and hardship under the contributory pension scheme. The bill seeks to exempt personnel of the Nigeria Police Force from the contributory pension scheme under the Pension Reform Act of 2014. Our correspondent has more details.
My new political affiliation be duly reflected.
After years of protest and unfulfilled promises, relief may finally be in sight for thousands of retired police officers as the House of Representatives passed the long-awaited Police Pension Bill Board. The bill, read for the third time and passed during Tuesday's plenary, seeks to establish a separate pension board for the Nigerian Police Force and exempt its personnel for the contributory pension scheme under the Pension Reform Act of 2014.
Nigerian Police Force pension charged with the responsibility of administering the pension scheme for the personnel of the force and exempt the force from the application of the contributory pension scheme under the Pension Reforms Act 2014 and for related matters read third time and passed.
The leader of the protesting retirees, Nini Lawal, expressed cautious optimism, describing the bill's passage as a welcome relief, but insisting that Tari would remain at the National Assembly until firm assurance are given by the government.
Not contented to leave the National Assembly anyhow without cogent and concrete assurance by the lawmaker because of what happened during the 9th Assembly. Because if the 9th Assembly can treat our case in that way, it will be very, very difficult for us to agree with any assembly again.
During the same plenary, Honorable Dominic Okafo, representing Aguta Federal Constituency of Anambra State, urged the Ecological Fund Office to release funds for flood control projects in his constituency.
Call on the Ecological Fund Office to immediately release funds for the construction and rehabilitation of drainage systems, embankments, and other flood control infrastructure within Umudege village, Ibuku, and Ezinifte town, and other affected communities in Agota Federal Government, local government area in Anambra State.
In a related motion, Honorable Asan Dugawa from Kano State raised concern over labor's union interference in private investment, warning that such disruption could discourage investors and slow national economic growth.
If private investment of strategic national importance are continually subjected to unlawful disruptions by adversarial unionism, Nigeria risks not only the failure of key economic assets, but also the erosion of investor confidence necessary for national growth and economic development.
At least 35 people have been confirmed dead and 17 others injured after a tanker exploded along the highway in Niger State. Police spokesperson Asuu Abiodun said the explosion occurred when residents rushed to scoop fuel from the falling tanker near Esa village in Kacha local government area. The blast destroyed 3 motorcycles and left several others with severe burns. Governor Mohammed Bako described the incident as tragic and avoidable, warning residents against scooping fuel from accident scene. Police says rescue operations have been completed and investigations are on the way to identify the tanker's driver and owner. ABIA and Lagos State have renewed their commitment to girl-child empowerment as Nigeria marked the 2025 International Day of the Girl Child. At a summit in Lagos, ABIA First Lady Priscilla Oti highlighted initiative on free education, menstrual hygiene, and support for victims of gender-based violence. The Permanent Secretary of Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Abisola Adegbite, said the state is investing in free healthcare, skill training, and has approved WAEC fees for all public school students. Organized by the United Nations Association of Nigeria, the event called for stronger partnership to ensure every girl has the opportunity to learn, lead, and thrive. Let's go on a short break. When we return, we bring you more stories on the business And from the foreign scene, stay with us.
Africa faces a major challenge of dominance as leaders refuse to step down and hold on to power despite time and age failing them. Here are top 10 African leaders who have refused to give up leadership positions despite various challenges. 1. Teodoro Obiang of Equatorial Guinea. He gained power in 1979 and is still in power as the president of Equatorial Guinea till date, making him Africa's longest-serving president. 2. Paul Biya of Cameroon. He gained power in 1982 as the president and at the age of 92 has reportedly declared interest to run for another term during Cameroon's next presidential poll. 3. Yoweri Museveni of Uganda. He gained power in 1986 after seizing a true rebellion and has served as the 9th and current president of Uganda since then. 4. Denis Sassou of the Republic of Congo. He gained power in 1997 and before then has served as the president between 1979 to 1992. He passed the new constitution in 2015, which enabled him to stand for another term in 2016 and 2021 presidential elections with a majority in the first round.
Welcome back. From the business sector, Vice President Kashim Shettima has launched the 9th edition of the expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Clinic in Katsina State to strengthen small businesses and promote inclusive economic growth. Shettima said the clinic serves as a bridge between government and small business owners, helping to expand access to finance and support services. During the visit, he also inaugurated the Katsina Sustainable Platform for Agriculture and commissioned a 3.3-kilometer dual carriage in Katsina State. Governor Diko Umar announced a 5.5 billion naira MSME growth fund and 1 billion naira already disbursed to 101 businesses. The Katsina edition is the first MSME clinic under President TINUBU's administration and is expected to serve as a model for similar programs nationwide. The House of Representatives has resolved to mediate in the disputes between the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria and the Dangote refinery, which recently disrupted fuel distribution across the country. The decision followed a motion by Honorable Alhassan Doguwa and Honorable Abdulsamad Dasuku, who described the refinery as a strategic national asset vital to Nigeria's economy. Doguwa noted that the refinery operates under the Nigeria Exports Processing Zones Authority, whose laws exempt free zone firm from general labor rules. The House urged its leadership to intervene between both parties and directed relevant ministries and agencies to enforce free zone labor laws and protect key private investment. On the foreign scene, a Colombian court has acquitted former President Alvaro Uribe in a long-running case of alleged witness tampering, fraud, and bribery. The ruling nullifies a previous decision that could have placed Uribe under 12 years of house arrest and unprecedented punishment for a former Colombian leader. A 3-judge panel found that the prosecution failed to present sufficient evidence to sustain the charges. The case, which began more than a decade ago, revolved around claims that Uribe instructed a lawyer to bribe imprisoned paramilitaries to undermine testimonies linking him to their group. The ruling comes amid rising political tensions ahead of next year's election, with Uribe's allies gearing up to contest key national and regional positions. Peru's President José Jerry has declared a 30-day state of emergency in Lima and the neighboring Kalio province to confront a growing wave of violent crime. The decree approved by the Council of Ministers takes effect immediately and authorities the deployment of armed forces along the national police to restore order and protect citizens. The move follows recent protests that left 1 person dead and over 100 injured, underscoring mounting public anger over insecurity. Since taking office earlier this month, after the ouster of former President Dina Boluarte, Jerry has made crime reduction and public safety his top priority. This marks the latest in a series of emergency measures Peru has adopted in recent years. However, previous efforts under past administrations yielded limited results, sparking debates about the long-term effectiveness of such crackdowns in addressing the country's entrenched security crisis. Let's head out to the sports arena. Oluwabori Ademola is standing by. Hello, Oluwabori.
And Goalkeeper of the Year respectively. According to the list of nominees released by CAF on Wednesday, Osimhen, who won the award in 2023, will battle for the 2025 Men's Player of the Year alongside Egypt and Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah, Morocco and Paris Saint-Germain PSG defender Achraf Hakimi, Senegal and Everton midfielder Iliman Ndiaye, and 6 others. Nwabali will also compete against Andre Onana of Cameroon, Yacine Bono of Morocco, and Rowan Williams of South Africa for the Men's Goalkeeper of the Year award. Flying Eagles captain Daniel Bameyi was equally shortlisted for the Men's Young Player of the Year. Last week, the Super Falcons duo Rasheedat Ajibade and Esther Okoronko were nominated for the CAF Women's Best Player award. Nigeria under-17 girls, the Flamingos, will be looking to seek redemption when they face France in their second Group D match at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Morocco. After suffering a 4-1 defeat to Canada in the opening game, the team sits bottom of the group with no points and a -3 goal difference. Team's captain Shakirat Moshood said the players have regained confidence and are ready to bounce back. Coaching staff cancelled Monday's training session, opting instead for training for advices and for giving them video reviews ahead of the kickoff. And they also give them morals to cheer them up ahead of the match. Europe's top clubs delivered thrilling action and high-scoring matches on Tuesday in the UEFA Champions League. Barcelona crushed Olympiacos 6-1 at the Camp Nou, with Fermin Lopez scoring a hat-trick and Marcus Rashford adding 2 goals. PSV staged a stunning 6-2 comeback against Napoli in Eindhoven, leaving the Italian side bottom of their group. Arsenal overwhelmed Atletico Madrid 4-0 at the Emirates, with goals from Victor Gyökeres, Gabriel and Gabriel Martinelli. Newcastle United beat Benfica 3-0 at St. James Park, while PSG trashed Bayer Leverkusen 7-2 in Paris. Tonight, match day 3 continues with Real Madrid hosting Juventus, Chelsea facing Ajax, Bayern Munich against Club Brugge, Liverpool visiting Eintracht Frankfurt, Atlanta meeting Slavia Prague, Galatasaray are welcoming Bodo Glimt, Monaco battling Tottenham, and Athletic Bilbao playing Karabag FK. Fans can expect more goals, drama, and early moves toward Champions League qualification. That is it for now on sports. Over to Praise for the entertainment news and the rest of the bulletin.
Thank you, Oluwabori. And now on entertainment, Afrobeat stars Ira Star and Rema have reached a major milestone as their new video, Who's That Girl, surpassed 1 million views on YouTube within 8 hours of release. The vibrant video, noted for its dynamic vocals, striking visuals, and high quality, has generated excitement on social media, with fans praising the duo's chemistry and performance. Signed to Marvin Record, Ira Star and Rema continues to cement their positions as leading voices in modern African pop music, with the track trending globally and highlighting Afrobeat's rising international influence. Nigerian rapper Odumodu Black has revealed the cultural significance behind his signature red cap. He explained that the headgear originates from his Igbo heritage, where warriors don't wear such caps when preparing for battle. He likened his entry into music industry to entering a battlefield, saying the red cap symbolizes readiness and strength in confronting the challenges within the entertainment scene. The artist emphasized that for him, wearing the cap on stage and in public appearances serves a tribute to tradition and a statement of resilience. Odumodu Black's fashion choice now carries more than aesthetic appeal. It reflects a link between history, symbolism, and contemporary artistry. And that's a wrap on this bulletin. Please stay tuned for more updates on stories that matter. Subscribe to our channels and connect with us on all our social media channels. Thanks for watching.